We're Ula and Josh, and we live in the southern British countryside on board a 60-foot narrowboat.
It's been over a year now of full-time boat life, and we have seen some incredible sights along the way. This week, we cross the historical Dundas Aqueduct, explore the restored section of the Somersetshire Coal Canal, and find ourselves in a bit of a sticky situation.
I couldn't steer at all, like the steering had just completely stopped.
And power. Morning guys. Yesterday's cruise, how gorgeous was that? So the stretch from Avon Aqueduct all the way up to Dundas Aqueduct we did yesterday, as you guys saw, but as we were coming through I just absolutely loved the colours that were coming through because of autumn. It was just gorgeous. It was actually a really pretty, picturesque stretch of the canal, I thought. I really enjoyed it. We didn't reach Dundas Aqueduct. Dundas Aqueduct is a little bit further down in this direction around the corner, but it was getting dark, so we moored up for the evening. Yeah, got settled in for the night in a new location. But today, the plan is to take you guys with us over Dundas Aqueduct. Also, something really interesting as well is that the Somersetshire Coal Canal now starts just at Dundas Aqueduct there. So we're going to check that out as well. I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea and gee Ula up so we can get on the road. Got the engine checked, warming up the engine now because I think there's a 90-degree bend coming up and it's always good to give it a bit of welly around the corners. So it's best to warm the engine up, ready for that. I'm just checking the roof now, making sure that house proud, getting rid of the leaves pointlessly. They keep coming every single night. Everything's secure, ready to go over the aqueduct. There she is.
Yeah! Oh, about to do my first ever aqueduct.
Didn't tell you guys, wanted it to be a surprise, but Ula is going over the aqueduct. Little legend.
Hey, let's go!
You up for your challenge?
I think so. It's a shame we can't get the drone up today because I think it's going to be really cool, but we can focus on just enjoying the moment and keeping in a straight line. Pretty with the leaves on the water.
It's definitely a very, very pretty time to be on a narrowboat. Autumn, the weather's pretty good, albeit a little bit damp, but the scenery is gorgeous.
It's absolutely stunning. It's just so beautiful. And like the leaves, like the autumnal colours of the leaves set against the backdrop of the water, like with them floating there, they really pop and it's just so pretty.
It is. So I think we're coming into our first year, completed our first year, so I think it's safe to say that every single season is very pretty and very enjoyable on a boat. What do you say?
I agree. They've all got their own little bit of magic.
Definitely. And character.
So gorgeous. Look at that. I'm not sure. I feel like there might be something around the prop. I don't know. Do you want me to pull over here? So
Yeah.
you can check?
I don't know if you caught that, guys, but Ula was just saying she feels like something's caught round the prop. So I suggested that we pull over first and then we'll switch off the engine and check it out. Yes, alright, I'll go in. Right then, let's get in there and have a look. Guys, if you're new to boating, because I know some of you are new to boating, but others obviously are into boating. But if you're new to boating, under here there's a thing called a weed hatch. That's what we're going to check now. A weed hatch is basically an access point down into the prop shaft. If you ever come into a little sticky situation where you feel like you're losing power or something's fouled round the prop, then that's the way to get down into it. There is something wrapped around it.
Is there?
Yeah, I don't know what though. Let's have a look. No, not really.
Can't be that. Nothing else?
Oh, it's bloody really cold already. Like ice cold already. I remember doing this in winter, can you remember? I remember seeing one of the vlogs, it's like, oh. So in theory, there's nothing around it.
So why are we slacking as we're going around corner? Nothing. Right, let's get you cleaned up. Thanks for checking, buddy.
It's alright.
That wasn't very fruitful. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Okay, take two.
Onwards and upwards.
Such a cool boat. Be really spacious in there, I think. Why? I'm so nervous for this. Right, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to turn.
That's it.
And now go hard.
Yeah. And then you come in a swing. Perfect, you're going to absolutely fine. This is not even a thing. Amazing.
I did it.
There she is, officially on it.
Hello there. So you see that Josh took over at the last minute after
Did they see that?
Yeah, I got a little shot of you finishing it off. Basically, what had happened is I aced the 90-degree turn.
And the aqueduct.
But there was a big area of stagnant water on the aqueduct, which is just completely jam-packed full of leaves. And we remember Ken telling us that often you can lose control if there's a real big build-up of leafy debris in the water, and that's exactly what happened. I couldn't steer at all, like the steering had just completely stopped. And the power, just as we were entering this area here, which is absolutely gorgeous, where we're going to fill up on water, but it's just the end of the aqueduct, which is just here. So that was a bit of a pickle. Josh took over, aced it completely, and now we're going to fill up on water and have a little look around and get rid of the bins as well.
Because guess what is here? Right there is the beginning. Can you see in the distance? This morning I told you guys about the Somersetshire Canal, Coal Canal.
And that's it there, that's the entrance right there. It's a dinky little entrance.
Why do I find that a tongue twister, by the way?
It's hard to say.
Somersetshire
Coal Canal.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to show you guys that shortly.
Whee!
There she is.
So you may have seen the other day that we were filling up water literally a few days ago. We decided to cut it short because our water tank takes quite a while to fill because it's enormous. So we are stopping here now to just top it up a little bit because we have like close to 1,000 litres and most boats only have 400. So we're just stocking up now, and yeah, it's in. This is what we crossed. Look at that. Over there, little blue boat.
So we had all that drama coming into the basin there, Dundas Basin, and then obviously filled up with water. I went to have a look round for somewhere to moor up so we can have a little look round and make the most out of this moment, but there's literally no spots available. So we're going to have to rush super quickly. We've just told somebody that's at the water point there that we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. We want to just show you guys a little bit of what we can see around these areas because they're stunning. And it'd be such a shame if we just couldn't stop and enjoy it. Ah, here it is.
This is great. We're actually walking on a part of a canal that is currently in the process. This canal itself is being restored a little bit further down. We read it in the Mendip Times, was it, when we were in Glastonbury last time? Because this canal, this canal used to head further south, into further and further into Somerset. And it's only accessible by narrowboat. You can't bring a wide beam down here because, as you would see from the entrance earlier, it's a narrow, it's only got a 7-foot opening, so only narrowboats can go through it. But it's great. We're going to walk up here and see what it looks like where it finishes, but actually it did used to extend further and further away, so that's really exciting to see.
The whole strip along here is electric hookup, obviously private moorings, but yeah, luxury.
Wow, this stretch of canal is really, really short actually. We're basically here already. We've walked for maybe 2-3 minutes. And there's a really skinny section of canal with narrow boats either side, butted up one against one another. So yeah, lots of private moorings, small stretch of canal. And this is where it ends. And there's a little cafe over here.
Nice.
But it'd be also really cool to see whether or not we can find where the canal would continue once it's restored. So maybe we can try and find that very quickly as well.
The very end of it.
Yeah, well, not the very end of it, but at least where it's in need of restoration.
Stops in water.
Yeah.
The water stops.
Exactly. They must have like a little day hire boating business here, because there's the cutest little dinky narrowboat ever just there. Look at it.
That is bloody tiny.
And the one behind it. Look how small that one is. Looks a bit like the size
Won't have any
of...
troubles turning, would you?
No, definitely not. Looks like the size of Benny's new boat.
Oh yeah.
Good shot of the aqueduct before, but that's what it looked like in a painting. And it looks like that, you just can't get to it very well to take the same sort of image. There's a train track down there and you're not allowed down.
Unfortunately, I think we need to get back to the boat.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, maybe we can come past on the way back.
Yeah.
Because I love learning about this stuff.
Let's do it. Right then, we've stayed here long enough. Let's go. Right. That's it, stay there, stay there. I'm going right underneath.
Well
perfect.
Who are you talking to?
These guys.
Hiya.
She's like, who are you talking to? They were like this. The little kids were. And I was like going underneath their legs.
Oh, cute.
Have a disco in there.
Is that what you would do?
I'd have a disco in that wheelhouse.
Just as I was opening this swing bridge, I noticed that there's this really cute little shack here, which is a shop for all the people that are moored around here. I think that it's open to everybody else, but there's food and a few other bits and pieces and books and old DVDs and even some body butter. All kinds.
What a view.
Wow, look at that. It's like a house boat. That is epic. If anybody lives in one of these,
What's it like?
what's it like? Invite us over, we'll have a cup of tea.
Yeah,
We'd love to see inside your house. Because we're super nosy, aren't we?
definitely I am. It's getting to that time of the day where it's getting a bit nippy now. So a nice warm brew is a must.
It's always a must. Rain or shine. Hot or cold.
It's the thing with the winter cruising though, you haven't got long. Not if you wake up late like us.
Sunsets in an hour.
Yeah.
4 o'clock.
We've been walking around and filling up the boat with water and getting rid of the bins and keeping busy.
After a little more cruising, we found ourselves a spot to moor just as the sun was going down. After chopping up some wood, we settled in for a cosy night by the fire. Thank you all so much for all the kind words and comments on our previous episode. We love having you all along for the ride. And a huge thank you to everybody who bought us a coffee this past week. Those teas and coffees really keep us going. Lots of love.